Dear students, in this video I will be discussing about range-based for loop because I got few comments about discussion of range-based for loop. Some of you asked me that how we can write a range-based for loop and what does it mean for writing a range-based for loop. So I thought to discuss it. So although it is not the part of this week's syllabus, but I thought to discuss it. Okay, so as we all know that for loop is a loop in C++ language, or in many language for loop exists in almost all language. Looping means repeating a condition, repeating a particular statement again and again. So just for the revision, if you want to write a for loop, you simply write it with for keyword. Then you will initialize it with a variable. Let's say int I is equal to 0. I will be of type integer. Then you will give the condition or range of this loop, let's say I less than 10, and here you give incrementation or decrementation, whatever you want. So for example, if I write for I is equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus, I will be cout value of I. So it will give me 0 to 9, as we all know, like when we run it, yes, and then it will give us output 0 to 9. 0 to 9, as you can see. So this is a simple for loop. Here we have three things: initialization, then condition to check, then increment and decrement. So this loop run first, it will check the value of I, initial value, that is equal to 0. Then it will go to the condition. Yes, 0 is less than 10. Then it will go inside the loop. So it will go to the initial condition once again, and after that it will simply go increment or decrement. When I say I plus plus, it will increment I by 1, that is 1. Yes, 1 is less than 10, again it will print 1. Again I plus plus, now I will be 2. Again 2 is less than 10, it will print 2. So on up to I will be less than 10. So this is a simple for loop. Now if we talk about range based for loop, we can give a range also inside a for loop. For example, let's remove it here. Let's say I write an array, and let's say this is an integer array, and I specify all the values of array here. For example, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Let it be like this. Okay. And let's say I want to print this array. So one thing is that I specify it inside the loop, like initialize variable, give array range, and then print array variable. Instead of this, you could give range also inside for loop. For example, your variable is of type int. So you will write int, which variable? We want to print this array, and array is of type integer. So I can give array here a, array name, again name of the variable, and inside the here you could write cout a, whatever you want to print. So until unless it will reach up to the end of the a, this is start from a up to end of the a, it will print. So it will print all the elements of this array. This is called range based for loop. You are specifying the range. Variable type is integer, variable name is a, starting from a up to end of this a. So it will print, range will be like this, it will print all the elements of this array. Likewise, you can specify range is here also inside loop. First I will do it for one string also. Let's say we have another array of type string, and let's say this array has some variables. Let's say, let's write anything, let's say ABC, or let's write some subject name. Okay, let's say OOP2. Then another name is mathematics, let's write maths. Another subject is English, let's write English. Then one more subject, what should I write? What should I write? Okay, let's say I should write physics. Okay, physics. So this is my string array B. I could give it here also in the range of for loop. So because my variable type is a string, for this I declared a string class already. Variable name is B, starting from B, end to the B, and then go here, inside the loop, Cout B and line. Now let's check it. First it will print array, then it will print string also. See. So because we have given the range, it will print all the variable of this string array. So this is called range based for loop. Okay. And besides this, you could give a range also. For example, let's say I write for character B, and here I could give range. I could give range here. Let's say I want to write good. GOOD. And let's say I want to print it. Cout B, and don't go to the next line, just print a simple space. So let's check it. Maybe there is some error with G. No, see, good. It can print range also. Either you can give it in a variable in the form of array, character array, integer array, or you could give the direct range. This is called range based for loop. Here I could write another for loop for char C. Yes, I can take, because this is loop variable, so I can define C again and again. And let's say morning. MORNING. Okay, I forgot to put comma, and G. So this is called, okay, range based for loop. So just inside the loop, Control C, we want to print good morning. And let's say morning should be, not should be in the next line, but it should be after a big space. So let's write Cout and then give a space of a space, and then that's it. Let's run it. See, good. What happened? Just a minute. There is some problem. Okay, no, but there is no problem. Should be like this. Oh, sorry. Because my variable is C and I print B here. That's why it is giving us a C. Okay. Good morning. So you see, this is called range based for loop. Either you can specify range here, likewise you can give any integer range also. For example, let's write, don't write it here, you could write the range directly here also. Let's write it here and just delete it. So it will print this range also. See again. So this is called range based for loop. Either it can print an array, it can print vectors also. You can define your vectors and then you can write your vectors in the for loop. It will print vectors also, it will print character array also, string array also, or if you define some range here, it will print that particular range also. So hope this will be useful for you when you are writing your projects or otherwise also. I decided to discuss it this week because some of you asked it. So as extra material, I discussed it this week. Hope you will understand it. If you have some queries, you can write it to me. Okay, thank you.